Reality recap.
And hi, Evelyn. Yes, I know you have the reunion. Yes, we have 2 more episodes. And then we have the reunion, of course.
I look like the slay. I look like a mom. She was like, you the one that look like you got a high body count hair. I fell the fuck out, y'all.
Candace, has Deborah reached out to you to apologize after the episode aired showing Chris did not flirt with her?
She wouldn't dare. She would get eaten for breakfast.
Oh boy.
No, she's doubling down.
Why would you go meet with Ray J without talking to Princess or letting her know why? Like, she's trying to justify that she told her after the fact and not supposed to make it.
What do you think of your ex-husband Jim coming out and saying you did not try to stop him from suing Shannon and Tamara?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, if his memory is a little foggy about what transpired back then, that's okay. However, he did admit that I had nothing to do with the
Reality recap. Reality recap.
What's up, y'all? It's happy Saturday to y'all. It's been a long time since we had a Saturday Tea Talk. It is your girl V with Reality Recap here for another live Tea Talk session. And today we are back together on Saturdays for the season premiere of Love After Lockup that aired last night. We are streaming live right now across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The chats are live. Please feel free. Give your comments, your thoughts on last night's episode as I give you mine. I missed y'all on Saturdays. I missed our Tea Talks on Love After Lockup, and I'm so glad for a new season of the foolishness, y'all. So let's get into it. I'm going to put the couples up on the screen. We'll go through them. Probably from, I think, what I think is the most interesting couples down to those that I'm just like, okay, they just on another season of Love After Lockup. And yeah, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. If you can't watch this live in its entirety, no worries. It will be on my YouTube channel. So I started a little later than I normally do on a Saturday. So you guys might be out and about. That is fine. Just make sure if you're watching from Instagram or Facebook, click the link in my bio and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also put it in my story today. It's at Reality Recap 2876. That's how you can find me on YouTube. And don't forget to like this video. Please like this video, share this video, and again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let me put these couples up on the screen. I think I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller if I can, so that you can see all of them. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to make them bigger. Hi, Toria. Thank you for checking in on Facebook. Trying to see if I can blow the couples up for you guys. Does that make it any bigger? Not really. We all know who these people are at this point, right? But yes, these are our new couples of Love After Lockup. It says season 10 down here, but if you're looking for it, it says that it's season 6. I don't know. It's always weird with the Love After Lockup. Like, I guess because they continue on into other, life after lockup and so on and so on. So if you're looking for it or to watch it, if you don't have WeTV, it's probably under season 6. But I don't know why this said season 10. I guess because truly it is season 10, but they count the episodes really weird for this Love After Lockup franchise. But let's get into it. We're going to start with the top couples up here and work our way down. We didn't meet all of the couples last night. There's still some that we have not met, but it's definitely in order from what I think is the most interesting to the least interesting, for those that we did meet so far. So we can start with Kiana. And I just found it really interesting because how do you even say his name? They said it a few times. Is it Demondrick? Is that how you say his name? I'm just stuck on how the beginning of his name. Is it Damondrick? I can't even. I think they call him Damo, right? Or Dame. We just gonna call him Dame at this point. But Kiana and Dame, she's 27. She's from Texas. She's a hairstylist, pharmacy technician. A real one, y'all. Not a fake pharmacy, not a street pharmacist. She's a real pharmacy technician. Dame is 29. Wow. They're both from Texas, and his felony is firearm under felony indictment. That was his current crime that he's locked up for. And when she first came on the scene, I was like, oh my God, because I spell my middle name with a Q when it comes to my middle name is Kiana, and I spell it with a Q. And you don't meet a lot of women that spell it with a Q. So I was so excited, like, oh, and then she started talking, and I was like, give me my Q back, because girl, what are you talking about? I do feel like Kiana lives in a world of delusion. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Like, she just don't see the writing on the wall. She does not see the red flags at all. She is one of the rare couples that actually knew him before being locked up. She's known him for a very long time. So let's get into it. So Kiana, she's telling us the first thing she told us that she's not good at picking her past men. And I'm saying, duh, Kiana, that's why you're on this show. Most of them are not. But Kiana mentioned, and I could relate to it, where she felt sheltered growing up, didn't really have a lot of experience. So, growing up, if a guy just was like, oh, you're pretty, she was like, really? Like kind of starry eyed. And I think she's still that way. But Kiana, pretty much that's the first thing she told us, that she is not good at picking men. We kind of already figured that. But she also said that she had a strict mom growing up, and she couldn't really go out, do much. She was on a, tight rope, couldn't go far. And now it's ended her up with Dame. Toria said on Facebook, do that mean she really know better then and she's still being a fool? I mean, maybe it sounds like Toria, she think that she's picked a good one this time. That maybe not in the past, but she thinks she's picked a good one this time. She's been knowing Dame they've been dating on and off for over 10 years. She met him when they were teenagers. He's been locked up currently for 2 years for carrying a blicky. I already told y'all. And he's getting out earlier than expected. So she works at a hair salon. She goes in to tell her friends, like, he's getting out in 2 days. He's getting out early. And he acts like, wow, how did he do that? Like, for you to have a blicky and you on a felony indictment and you getting out in 2 years. I don't know. But one of the friends in the shop was like, cause he snitched. I kind of believe it, y'all. I kind of believe it. I'm just saying. I kind of believe that. But he's getting out early, and she is ready for him to come home. She is head over heels for him. Like I said, it looked like they went to the prom together. He's definitely been someone she's, again, known since her teenage years. But here's some things about Dame, okay? The major things are that he's coming home on house arrest, and he has 6 kids with 3 baby mamas, all right? And she is okay with 2 out of 3 of the baby mothers, but one of them she don't really care for. She didn't want to say her name, but apparently this is about Kiana's 3rd time giving Dame a chance with him cheating on her and stuff. So yeah. Tori said, oh no, yeah. Oh no, for sure. He has 6 kids, 3 baby mamas, 2 of them Kiana's okay with. 3rd one, she's not. She's, this 3rd baby mama, she's posting a lot on social media about how she can't wait till the the kid's father gets home. She loves him. It's, tagging him, happy Valentine's Day, all of these things. This is Kiana's 3rd time trying to make it work with Dame. He cheated on her previously with this baby mother and got her pregnant before he got locked up this last time. So why are we giving him a 3rd chance? I have no idea. But yeah, she has some concerns about, is he going to come home and be faithful to her? Like, absolutely not. Duh. That's why you're picked for this show. But she's concerned about that. She doesn't like the baby mother. She also has some beef with Dame's sister. She's beefing with Dame's sister because it seems like Dame's sister is cool with the baby mama. And she was saying how, the sister gave the baby mother a ride, and she felt like, what is that all about? And they got into a heated argument, and they don't speak really at all. So, hey, Summer's Finest, thank you for checking on our Instagram. Said, is she, is she really his girlfriend? Your guess is just as good as mine. Summer's Finest. She swears she his girlfriend. He talked about it as though he, loves her, but is he able to settle down, not get in any more trouble? It just doesn't seem that way, in my opinion. And the way that the baby mother is posting about him online is as if they're in a relationship too. And I think the friend said that, right? I was saying, listen to your friends, the two in the hair shop that was telling her, like, look, he's gonna come home. He's gonna gravitate towards you because she's working 2 jobs to take care of him and spoil him and make sure he's good in while he's locked up. So she's definitely overextending herself. But they're saying he's gonna gravitate towards you because you have money. He is going to play you. They even told like he probably gonna have 6 more kids, and you're gonna be waiting for him with all 12 kids the next time he come out. And they seem to be under the impression that they are aware that he is using her or knows that she's head over heels for him, and he takes advantage of that. And you could tell she was really making excuses for him as to why he cheated on her and had this, got his baby mother pregnant another time while they were together. She was like, yeah, his best friend passed in a car accident. He wasn't in the right headspace. Usually when you're not in the right headspace, things that you do is like therapy, go to church, seek spiritual guidance. You don't go out and cheat with your baby mama and have another baby. It was kind of like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, but she is very, very hopeful for this relationship. She really is. And I'm just like, girl, I don't see it. I don't see it happening. So somebody said in my comments, right? Because she went and picked up her stepfather. She has a prominent stepfather in her life, and he's going with her to pick up Dame from his release. And some of y'all was in the comments telling me he failed as a stepfather. Y'all can't blame this man. He seemed really, really nice and trying to be supportive of the relationship. My father would not have taken me to pick anybody up from jail, nor would he probably had allowed me to go. Even in this old age that I am, he would be on my neck if I tried to do something about like this. But yeah, she was taking her stepfather to pick him up from prison on his release. She stopped at Dame's house to pick up some stuff from him for him, and they headed on their way to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. That's where he's being released and where he's been incarcerated at. And soon as they left out the house, the sister called the baby mother and was like, yeah, Kiana on her way to pick up Dame, and they came and got his stuff. Like, she reports back to the baby mother about to the baby mother about what's going on. And the baby mother, although she's posting all these things online, she's like, yeah, I ain't even worried about it. She said there are plenty of women in her DMs telling her that they mess with Dame. Like, Kiana ain't the only one. The baby mother ain't the only one. Hell, he could be sleeping still with the other 2 baby mothers. But she's pretty much alluding to the fact that there's more women out there coming out the woodworks that he's been messing with. So Kiana's nothing special. Yet Kiana is, this my man. He's so chocolatey. I just want to lick him right now. I love his body, his arms, his everything. She is head over heels. Hey, True Bonnie. Thank you for checking in on Instagram. Shubani said, can't be mad at him not wanting her to go to that foolishness by herself. She was so messy. Who we talking about messy? The sister? I thought so too. And yeah, I think that's why the stepfather is trying to be supportive. Like he wants to be involved in what's going on. Maybe he doesn't want to be shut out if he disapproves. He wants to try to be there to support her. But I don't know, True Bonnie. That's what they were saying in my comments, that he failed as a stepfather. I don't think we could put that on him. But I agree. The sister is definitely messy. She's stirring up the pot. And it's almost like everybody know he's getting out. Everybody knows he's on this show, and they're trying to get their 15 minutes of fame by saying, I was messing with him. I was messing with him. So I don't know. Kiana, I just don't know what to tell you, but it seemed like, when he comes home on house arrest, she's expecting to be in the house with him. She says she spent an upward of $20,000 on him in these 2 years that he's been incarcerated, and that outside is expensive. So she's expecting him to just want to be in the house with her. She seems like she may lose focus on her career as a, pharmacist tech and, hairstylist, that she just want to be laid up in the house. Not a smart idea, girl. Keep getting your coin. Keep getting your coin. Don't ever drop the bag for no man, girl. Cause that ain't guaranteed, but that money is. So you better do what you gotta do, girl. But I feel like she's gonna drop everything for him, and it's not gonna go well. So that's what we learned about Kiana and Dame last night. Our first delusional girl of the night was Kiana for me. And Toria said, seemed like she got a lot of drama with him. Ain't no way. That's too much baggage. Yeah, that's a whole motherfucking Louis Vuitton set, honey. And it ain't even Louis Vuitton. Like it's just Amazon basic luggage he got, child. That's too much. I totally agree. I just feel like maybe she seems to be giving him a chance because of, I guess, knowing him for so long and the on and off. And I just don't know they from a small part of Texas, it seems like, but I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you what she's thinking because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not following. I'm not following. But we'll see what happens when he gets out. It did seem like when they went to get him, this car was slow rolling up, and they thought that he was gonna get out, but she got a phone call similar to when Troy got out, or like Troy got out and was transported somewhere else. It seems like something like that is going on because he didn't just get straight out. She got a call from the jail, and that was kind of where we ended with them. So we'll have to see what happens. Does he have a warrant somewhere else? Is he going to be transported? Are they just fucking with her because the camera's there? We'll definitely see more next week. Chubani said, y'all heard what her male coworker was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Listen to your coworkers over there at the hair salon, honey, because they was pretty much, you might as well call him Miss Cleo, because he was definitely predicting her future. Like he said that the boy getting out early because he snitched. He was joking, but I told you I kind of believed it. And he was saying how, he gonna do you dirty. He gonna have 6 more kids and have you waiting out here because he gonna keep going back, knowing you just gonna sit and wait for him like a dummy. Yeah, they were really telling her some real stuff. Even the girl was saying, like, look, he's he gonna gravitate towards you because you're the one taking care of him. And Kiana gonna say, well, he could go to his father's house with the clothes he already had. He said, why would she do that? Why would he go there when he come to you and get brand new clothes and stuff like that? She was saying, not to say that he doesn't love you, but he's definitely going to get whatever he can out of you. So yeah, I definitely heard what the coworkers were saying. I wish you would listen because they was definitely shooting straight facts for her. So I don't know. She definitely needs to go ahead and listen. Tori said, I hope they give her better makeup because the clip I saw you post made her look like she got a 5 o'clock shadow. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the Texas sun. I don't know, Toria. I did notice that she was a little bit dark. It could be eczema. I don't know. Because that happens to me with my eczema. I get gray around here. I don't know. But I did see you in my comments talking about she got a 5 o'clock shadow. I knew you was gonna come up here with that too, but I definitely saw that in my comments today. But yeah, that's our first couple, Kiana and Dame. We're gonna move on. Hey, D Candy. I think D Candy, was that you that DM'd me last night saying that it was boring? D Candy don't like none of these shows. I don't know why she even watched, but before I even got a chance to watch it, she DM'd me saying that it's boring. It's boring. I told her, girl, I ain't watched yet. I wasn't completely bored. I think there's some potential here as we move along the season. But I mean, it's not top tier, but I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to see what happens, how the drama unfolds, and how they get played. I really am. So there's a few. I'm not excited about everybody, but there's a few. And Kiana and Dame are at the top of my list. Then we also have over here in the middle, the three you see there is Ashley, Julius, and Alexis. They are the throuple of the season, although neither one of the women know that they are currently in a throuple. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure there's way more women than just these two that Julius is messing with. You can see by the picture, right? Julius went to jail for the normal street pharmacist distribution. And he's only 25 years old. He's been locked up for 6 years, I believe. Yeah, 6 years. So he went when he was a baby. He's still a baby. So for either one of these women to think that he's going to come home and be this stand-up guy, especially Ashley, who has two children, that it's just insane to me. We keep going through this every season with these guys that's doing an extensive amount of time, that go in when they're teenagers and thinking that they're going to come out and be these faithful stand-up guys. Like, are you serious? Like, are we serious? I can't believe it. Like, I was shocked. So we met Ashley first. Now, Ashley wants us to believe that she's 31 years old. If Ashley's 31, I'm 21. There's no way in hell that Ashley is 21 years old. We also learned that Ashley is an ex-stripper. And I said, just like a stripper, to lie about your age, that further let me know that she ain't 31 years old. But she's an ex-stripper, now waitress. She switched her job profession so that she could be home with her children more, instead of having them like in daycare, and when they get out of daycare she's sleeping or getting ready for her nightlife job. So she switched into being a waitress. She met Julius because Julius called her house on accident. I believe it was no accident. I believe that Julius is a con artist from behind bars, like most of them are. You can't blame them. They getting their hustle on so they can be taken care of and get money on their books and have commissary and be able to buy their toiletries and stuff. So you can't blame them. I absolutely don't believe he just calls her on accident. It was an accident, all right. It's gonna be an accident for you, Ashley. But he called her and she said to him, well, he explained he had the wrong number, and she said that he sounded good over the phone, and that's how they started their relationship. He's been locked up for 6 years and she has never seen him. All she has did is sent him pictures. Now, if it was any of those pictures that were up on our screen, she catfished him. That's how I feel. The pictures that were put on our screen, she was much skinnier, just being honest. They were younger pictures, maybe when she was stripping, before the strip life took a hold of her and choked her down. Those are the pictures that she put up, because that the pictures that we saw is not the same woman that's sitting there holding the phone talking to him. Like, I can't. I look at me, I'm stuttering, y'all, because listen, them pictures is a whole nother person. It is not Ashley that we see on our screens right now. Chubani said, I laugh out loud. I said the same thing. That is not the same person. Even in the confession, I was like, the wigs. Where's these wigs coming from? Lord have mercy, child. I can't. Toria, this big ass paragraph is going to cover my whole damn face. Look at this. At the end of the show, I think you may want to give out warning about visiting these inmates. You saw the lady husband killed her at the prison. Apparently, it's the fine print that they are not responsible for you if something happens to you. If you get kidnapped, their first priority isn't to save them. I went back to look it up, and it's true in small print. What is this? True crime story, Toria? It said, how you accidentally call someone from prison. I never heard anything like that. sound like a telemarketer calling and saying, "Oh, I got the wrong number." Exactly. That's what he do. I feel like he just sits around and calls random numbers, see who's going to answer the phone, get a woman, and he talks them, sweet talks them, and he gets what he needs out of them while he's been locked up these 6 years. It wasn't, like I said, it was no accident. He knew what he was doing. She may not, but I don't believe for a minute that he just had the wrong number. He knew exactly what he was doing. And Shubani said, my mother said because she was a prostitute, so she is worn down. Yeah, somebody else said she was a lady of the night. Listen, that's allegedly. She told us that she was a stripper, but I was getting lady of the night vibes. I'm going to be honest with you, Shubani. And it definitely looked like the nightlife, the lady of the nightlife wore her the fuck out because that was not the same person in those pictures. But yeah, Ashley is waiting for him to come home. She is expecting that he's going to get out of prison and come straight home to her. She's telling him on the phone, I hope I'm not too clingy. I'm going to be all over you. Not what he wants to hear, sis. Not first getting out of jail after 6 years and he's only 25. Like, what does that mean? I'm bad at math. He was locked up literally at 18 years old or so, like 18, 19 years old. No way he's coming straight home to you and these two kids of yours. And I just, I'm flabbergasted. I really am. Like, nobody's learned their lesson yet. Have you not watched the previous seasons? He's not going to be a father figure for your children, sis. He's not going to be waking up, feeding them pancakes like you. What are you doing, girl? Poor Ashley. But yeah, so she talks to him on the phone and she's like, what are your plans when you get out? He's telling her how he plans to spend time with his mom and they're gonna go get some food they're gonna have at the cookout. She asking, is she gonna meet the mom? Absolutely not. He said, we're gonna get to that because he ain't even about to go hang with his mom. We ain't see his family at all to know that they're going to be on this show and making a welcome home party for him. I don't know that to be true. It seems like he has plans with the other girl to the right, not Ashley, the other girl, Alexis, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, like she's saying, oh my gosh, usually when we hang up, he says, I love you. Now that the cameras are here, he's not saying, I love you. I thought we had plans to be together. Now he's saying he has other stuff to do. And it's seeming like she's watched the show before. So she has some, she said, not a lady of the night. That's the vibe she giving Tori. I'm just being honest. But yeah, the writing's on the wall. She's suspicious of his activities and his change in behaviors, yet she's saying, I'm just gonna hope and wish for the best. Okay, girl, see where that gets you. It ain't gonna get you very far. D Candy said, that's what I'm talking, and they notice, like, yeah, you gotta know that it's something else going on here. Like, I feel like some of the people that come to the show, not the inmate, the other one that's waiting for them to get home and stuff, maybe they need to go on like an episode of Scared Straight. They need to visit jail and be in jail and understand. Like, I think some of them are oblivious to what being in jail is actually like or about. Not saying that I have, but just a little bit closer to it. But just the looking over your shoulder, got to take care of yourself by any means necessary. Your family's not always there for you because you keep doing the same nonsense over and over again. You got to make a way. Like, it's either you're in jail and you really have nothing, or if you have support or money, you're getting, soaps and clothes and fresh underwear, and you're able to eat a little bit better. I mean, it's no gourmet. I mean, they eating tuna and oodles and noodles in there, but that's better than what the jail is serving you. Like, y'all, like, I want them to think about this shit and really be like, do this person really love me, or are they really using me to get whatever they need on the inside? Like, think about it a little bit and think about, they never put themselves in their shoes. Like, what would you be doing if you got locked up at 18, 19 years old and spent 6 years behind bars? I'm tired of saying this stuff every single season. What would you think you're going to do? For real. Seriously. And then to expect them to come out and be with one woman when all they had was a palm and sometimes probably other men in there. So what would y'all be doing? Running the streets ragged at 25 years old. Like, what are y'all? Not y'all watching, but I'm saying, like, what do they be thinking about? Like, seriously, do they ever sit down and think at this level of, let me put myself in these people's shoes? No, they don't. But she says she's gonna stay hopeful and that, she's all, like I said, she already suspicious, but and then y'all, on top of that, she has his name tattooed on her. She said that another woman DM'd her, not even Alexis, but hi Kevin, thank you for checking in on Facebook. But yeah, like she has Julius tattooed on her chest. Another woman that's not Alexis DM'd her and said, "So you got my man's name tattooed on your chest?" And she's like, she has to be talking about Julius. Do you have another man's name tattooed on your chest? Of course, he's talking about Julius. What are you talking about? And then Julius tells her that it would be detrimental to his sentencing or his time in jail if she posts anything about him. What? Unless she's posting a FaceTime of them from him being in jail, like he got a phone in there. I don't understand how her posting that this is her boyfriend would be detrimental. It's like, think, sis, think. It's clear he has other women. You are a lady of the night. You know this already. What are you talking about? Kevin said, nope. They saying I can change him. They always saying that. Don't they know a leopard don't change? Don't they know what they say? The leopard don't change his spots or something like that, or the zebra don't change the stripes. I don't know, but I agree, Kevin. You can't change it, and especially not no teenager who went to jail for 6 years. Forget about it. D. Candy said they need to start an age limit when doing this show, child, because these young kids wasting the show time and mine. Waste my time, y'all, because I love it. Waste my time. What'd you say? Play your position and stay in lane. She's swerving though. Yeah, she's swerving. She's swerving out her lane. But and she like, I can't even see him when he goes to sleep that night. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hi. I'll be done in a minute. The kids are up from nap, y'all. Oh Lord. Take your xylophone upstairs, please. Love y'all. They up for nap. I started late today. But yeah, that's what it is with Ashley. She's trying to figure out why their plans are changing from him coming home to her to now he got to go to the family cookout and she's not invited. Now, the other girl, on the other hand, Alexis is going to end up in the fetal position crying over Julius. And it's so sad to see. She's a sweet girl. She's a CNA. She's a caregiver. She goes to one of her patients' house and the patient's asking her, like, what you got planned for the weekend? And she's like, I'm picking up my boyfriend. Like I told you, he's being released. The boyfriend I've been telling you about. She checked the lady blood pressure. Her blood pressure shoot through the roof. She's like, are you nervous? Yeah, she's nervous that you going to bring this dude out of jail and he going to rob her home. She's nervous for you. That's what she's nervous for. Her blood pressure was through the roof, yo. That patient looked like, oh, he's coming home. Oh no. And I'm saying, you about to lose your job, Alexis. Because why are you in this patient's house talking about this with her? And you training somebody at that? You training her that she could be in there telling all her business about her ex-con boyfriend? Not even ex-con yet, bruh. I was like in secondhand embarrassment. But yeah, like Alexis, yeah, sweet caregiver. And Julius seems like he's planning to live with her. He calls her while she's at the patient's house. She in the kitchen talking all this crazy stuff in this woman's house about how she gonna get Patron. He gonna love her booty because it's fat and sitting up, and he gonna love it. And this lady right in the other room trying to get her exercise on. And this is what she in her kitchen talking about, child. But she says that You in for a treat today, Tori? Yes, you are. But yeah, she sitting up in there and she's talking to him. He's pretty much sounding like he's planning to live with Alexis because Alexis clearly is the more stable one. She doesn't have any children. She has a good job. She got her head on straight. And he seems to be planning to live with her. That's his best option to live with Alexis. Julius said that, he's built different. He's built for situations like this as far as lying and scheming and conniving. Sounds like most men. But hey, he said he's built different and he knows how to maneuver the situation and handle both of these women. But yeah, he is planning to live with Alexis from the conversation that they had. And, she going to get the Patron and have her fat booty out in this old lady house. But she also talked about her past relationships and how they haven't gone well. She had a guy that sounded like he love bombed her and told her how he wants her to have his kids and he wants to get married, but then she got pregnant and he skedaddled and she ended up miscarrying. So she has some grief and, some things she's dealing with. She also growing up said she didn't think she was pretty. She was insecure. She was much heavier than she is now. And Julius has put this false sense of hope in her, sadly, that, he's going to be there for her. She said that he was positive in her life and pushing her towards being the CNA that she is today and all of that. And she's really thinking that this guy is going to come home and she's going to have the love that she's been so desperately wanting and wanting a good relationship. And I'm saying, poor girl, poor naive girl. She will be in the fetal position crying on the floor over this dude if it's inevitable because he already messing with other women. um it's just sad to see that he's really taking advantage of her liking him or loving him the way that she does. Yeah, she's 29, no children, so he's wasting her time as well as her years or time to have a child with somebody that actually wants to have one after her going through a miscarriage. D Candy as I believe so. I believe Alexis has been to visit Julius. Ashley has not. She hasn't visited him. She just catfished him with them old ass stripping day pictures. But Alexis has gone and visited Julius a few times, I believe. So he talks highly of Alexis, though. He talks about how, he loves her or whatever, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all. But she's definitely gonna end up in the fetal position. Sadly, sad but true for sure. So we'll see. He like him older than him, huh? Because she's 20, Alexis is 29, and Ashley's 31, and he's 25. He like him older though. My father just said that to me the other day. He said, "Ain't nothing worse than an old fool." Not saying that they old, because I'm 40. So not saying that they old, but they too far along to be putting up with this or expecting relationships. And I will say Alexis, Julius' sister is Alexis' best friend. That's how she met him because his sister, he would be on the phone with his sister, and Alexis, being her BFF, would be around. And then she said that he got a friend to slide in her DMs and get her phone number, and that's how her and Julius started talking. D Candy said, "I'll be 50 in August." Well, go ahead, girl. I'm coming to the party. And you don't look it at all, D Candy. Like, now she's giving 31. Not she's giving less than 31, if I'm being honest. Not Ashley. Ashley ain't giving 31 at all, y'all. So you got a birthday coming up, D Candy. Ow. But yeah, child, I feel bad for Alexis because she just seems very naive. That's the theme. Like, everybody's so naive this season, as if they haven't watched this show any of the past season at all. They're so naive and just so hopeful. I don't know. I don't know. Like they got high hopes for these convicts for sure. You said, who are you asking about, Toria? Is she pretty or ugly? Why is her self-esteem so low? Still from childhood, especially if she has bossed up. I mean, she's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. Toria said, all right, Aries coming up, baby. Yes, you're Aries too. But yeah, you an Aries, baby? Is that what my daughter is? I'm not good with her sign because I don't know anybody else with that sign. But her birthday coming up in like a few weeks too. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this, but I'm seated. I'm gonna watch. But Alexis, she's not an ugly girl. She just, she was heavy growing up, so she didn't get much attention from men. And then when she did, she had a failed relationship where she had a miscarriage. There's some healing that needs to happen. And she's looking for Julius to heal her, and that is the last place she should be looking. So that's what it seems like to me. For sure. But who's our next couple? We'll talk about that. We'll see what's happening with Julius in the next episode when he gets out. We see both of them preparing for him to get out. At the end of the episode, you got Alexis. She taking rose petals and candles and making a heart on the bed. Ashley is packing up because it seems like she has to travel to where he's being released from. Ashley is packing up her finest of stripper lingerie to go pick him up from or be there when he gets released. So they're both preparing for him to be released and have plans of being with him on his day of release. So child, I'm seated. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Now the couple all the way down on the top right is Brooke and JK. So Brooke is another delusional one. They're very naive this season. I don't know. I know we've seen a lot of naive people on here, but Brooke and JK Brooke is like beyond to me. But Brooke was a teen mom. She has 2 kids already. She's talking about she was partying, drinking all the time, and she finally slowed down at 18. I said, well, damn, you slowed down at 18. What age did you start? Going fast. But yeah, she was a teen mom, had a baby, and then had another one, 2 different baby fathers. Neither one of them seemed to be present in their sons' lives. She's now with JK. He's doing 6 years for manufacturing and distributing of Xanax is what he's locked up for. Where's JK's teeth? If he wasn't an addict himself, he got locked up pretty young. Where is JK's teeth? Somebody tell me. JK is 31. And again, he's been locked up for 6 years. Where's his teeth? He had teeth in the pictures that they were showing. I was wondering, did they get knocked out in jail? What happened? But he's missing all of his teeth, like lips sunk in. But yeah, he's missing his teeth. I put that in my notes, so I had to ask y'all. I really did ask, where's his teeth? Did someone knock him out while he was in jail? Because the pictures that he showed and then him in jail and him talking to us, he ain't got a tooth the first in his mouth. I seen one down here over here somewhere. I don't know where the rest of them are. But she's promising him, he doesn't have any kids. She's promising him a 3rd child. She's planning to get pregnant like literally soon as he gets out of jail. It just doesn't make sense. You already are taking care of 2 by yourself. Her mother was saying, girl, you need another child like you needed a hole in your head. What are you talking about? She's like, well, I made it happen with these 2. No, barely. And your parents are probably supporting and helping you. So what do you mean you made it happen? So just adding a 3rd more, it'll work itself out. Like, what? Very delusional. Brooke and JK are planning children. He's gonna come home, but he has a BFF, which is a girl, right? Now I said I'm not going to judge this right off the top because my best friend is a male. So I'm not going to judge that because he has a female best friend that something's going on. And then that shit went downhill real quick. Because pretty much JK and the BFF. Her name is Bonnie. They dated, but it was way back in the day. They dated when they were little young teenagers. But Bonnie is now roommates with Brooke, waiting for JK to come home. I don't think that they are messing around, but he has an ex-girlfriend that cheated on him while he was locked up. While he's been locked up, they were together, and the best friend Bonnie was also roommates with the other girl. Her name is Alex. That's his ex-girlfriend's name, Alex. And Bonnie was staying with the ex-girlfriend, but the ex-girlfriend was seeing other men, sneaking around with other men. Bonnie got wind of it and told JK, so he broke up, and I guess she had to move out. So the best friend is just roommating around with all of his girlfriends, and now she's roommating with Brooke. I said, so she's moving from house to house, hoping that Brooke don't cheat on him so she don't have to tell that and then gotta move somewhere else probably. But apparently, even though this woman cheated on JK, he decided to then move on with Brooke, but yet he's still talking to the ex-girlfriend. He's still having conversation with her. He said that if he wanted to be with the ex-girlfriend Alex, that she would definitely be with him. And the best friend knows this. Bonnie knows that he's talking to the two of them. So Brooke is asking her, like, do you know anything? Does he still talk about her? And she lying for her best friend and talking about some, she's telling the camera and us that, it's confidentiality. That's my best friend. I'm never going to tell on him. Yet she told us and the whole world that he's still talking to Alex. So confidentiality out the window, girl, because she told the entire world last night that he's still talking to the girl, Alex. So wherever he's being paroled to or coming out to, it's close to where Alex lives. So Brooke is concerned that he might spark up a relationship with the ex-girlfriend. Too late. He never stopped. But there's going to be some, trust issues there because, again, these women are scorned and not healed, and looking for love and affection from an inmate is just asinine to me. But that's what's going on with Brooke and JK. He definitely has plans to come home and talk to Alex. And I wrote in my notes, if she's wondering if he's gonna mess around with Alex and cheat, yeah, he is. He definitely is. So just another one that's gonna find out. Hopefully she don't get pregnant as soon as he get out and then find out that he messing with Alex. Hopefully she have sense. Hi, we watch reality. How are you? She said, hey girl, loving all the wrong places. How is mom life going? I hope well for you. I miss you. I've been seeing some of your posts. You was on hiatus for a minute, but I'm so glad to see you in here. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the love. But yeah, just loving all the wrong places, like Rewatch Reality said. She is a guru of this Love After Lockup stuff. So make sure y'all following her, because she gives y'all everything from the past couples to the new ones. She knows it all, and 90 Day Fiance. So y'all make sure y'all following Rewatch Reality. But yeah, Brooke and JK, just another relationship doomed to fail. Just being honest. But yeah, we have two more couples to talk about. Let's talk about Joey and Michael. They're all the way down to the end. I believe Joey and Michael is our first male gay couple on the show. We seen them previously in Love During Lockup. We watched it. I'm good, girl. I had to step away while I adjust to being a mother of two now. Welcome to the club, girl. My two up there watching Paw Patrol right now with their daddy. Welcome to the mom of two club. And girl, I was a mom of two under two. What was I thinking? So welcome to the club. And again, congratulations. But yeah, Mike and Joey, we met them on Love During Lockup. Mike is the one that's locked up. Joey's on the outside waiting. They met on a dating app. They dated for about a month. And then Mike got locked up for 7 years. So the fact that Joey is waiting that long for this dude to come home is crazy. But Joey's 48. He's a real estate broker. He's also a recovering drug addict himself. You know, he was addicted to meth, and he's trying to fly straight and narrow, but it doesn't seem like Michael is able to do that. Michael's 40 years old. He was locked up for intent to deliver and drug trafficking, and he has been to jail back and forth quite a lot. Joey talked to Mike's mom last night, and she said like he comes out, he can do good for maybe a month or two, a couple months, and then he goes right back to his nonsense. And we could see in the previews that he's definitely just trying to get out and figuring out when and how he can get high again. So Mike's mom seems to really like Joey, and is hoping that Mike does right and saying like, listen, if you don't want to do right, then don't string Joey along. He done got himself together. He relapsed last time messing around with Mike. So I just think that at this point, she doesn't want Mike to drag Joey down with him if he doesn't plan on coming out and doing right. But he doesn't seem like it. Joey even talked about it, how Mike said that he's comfortable in jail. Like there's people that actually get comfortable in jail. They ain't got to pay no bills. They get fed. They have somewhere to sleep. He's comfortable in there. He probably is able to get drugs while he's in there. Y'all know that ain't foreign. So he's comfortable in jail. He gets more nervous in the fact of coming out and having to deal with the real world. So he's prone to probably go back if he doesn't get help, if he's not going to meetings or support groups and all of that. He definitely is not going to last long. So Joey is another one. Hopes up. But nothing I really feel. D. Candy said no comment on them two right there. You don't have no comment. Tori said, is that the same couple and revisiting them again? It looked like it. Yep, they were on Love during lockup. They're back for Love after lockup. The couples that are returning is Joey and Michael, and then down there in the corner, Savannah and Bradley. They were on Love during lockup seasons, and now they're back for Love after lockup. Everyone else is new. We didn't meet the girls, the two couples on the second row. We didn't meet Brooklyn, and I can't even see what his name is. The small, I think his name Bradley too. But we didn't meet Brooklyn last night. We didn't meet Will, and his girl Control. I don't even know how to say her name. Couture. I don't know whatever she going by. But we didn't meet them last night. But yeah, Mike and Joey are returning, as well as Savannah and Bradley. And Tori said, Joey better listen to his family and leave Mike alone. Listen to his family, listen to Mike's mama. Definitely agree with you there. So Joey's father is saying, like, look, I want to meet Mike. I want to talk to him. I want to have a conversation with him, because Joey's father's not playing. He like, yo, my son is doing well. You know, Joey family has a history of addiction, alcoholism, and everybody's gotten themselves together. They're not trying to see Joey go down the wrong path again. So Joey father, like, I want to sit down and have a conversation with him. So we'll see how that goes. But just looking at the previews of it, Mike is definitely not looking to come home and be a changed person. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it doesn't look good, y'all. And for him to have waited all this time you can't get back, when you 48 and he 40, and you waited 7 years for him off of y'all dating for 1 month before he got locked up. No bueno. No bueno. Couldn't be me. So much time wasted, and he doesn't seem to want to change. That's crazy. But yeah. The last couple we saw last night was Savannah and Bradley. Hey, off the top sports, thank you for checking in. Savannah and Bradley, we also met them on Love during lockup. Bradley was released last night. Savannah picked him up. Y'all already know. I feel like Bradley needs to run from Savannah. Yeah, I think that Savannah she's toxic. She's a recovering addict. Bradley was her weed dealer, now boyfriend. I literally wrote that in my notes, but he was her weed dealer, and now they're, weed dealer turned boyfriend. That's literally what I wrote in my notes. He was locked up for transportation of a firearm. He only has that one offense. He said everything else he did was as a juvenile, and he was, selling weed, riding around. He had the blicky in the back seat for protection. He got pulled over and the cops saw it in the backseat. Why he ain't hide it, I don't know. Um, but he served time for that, and now he's being released. And Savannah is a recovering addict from meth. They've been dating for 2 years while locked up. His family doesn't really approve of Savannah, thinking that it's not going to go well for her or him. We know Savannah and Bradley's sister don't get along. They were friends, and Savannah kind of severed the friendship because of her toxic friendship with her, and Bradley kind of suggesting that's what she does. So his sisters have been going off on Facebook on the last season, saying how Savannah was back to using, how she's stressing Bradley out, and the rest of the family can't stand her. So we'll see how this plays out. But she already done tattooed his name on her. Bradley said, "Don't do it because I'm not gonna do it for you." But she went ahead and did it anyways, thinking that he's gonna do it. She got his name tatted on her, huge on her side. And she's talking about marriage soon as he step out. He's still in the tan jumpsuit, and she already talking about snatching out her IUD and getting married. Bradley, on the other hand, like I said, he seemed like he has a solid plan. He talked about working for like a roofing company. He already seemed to have a job lined up. I feel like Savannah is toxic and gonna sidetrack him from that. So I feel like this is one of the rare cases where the inmate needs to run from the person that's on the outside. The rest of them need to run from the inmate. But this is one of those cases where Bradley really seems like he could do well if he doesn't mess with Savannah. I mean, Savannah was outside of the jailhouse waiting for him to get out, picking up mice on the side of the road, talking about, "Oh, we're going to take you back to your family," and then touched her face and hair. Y'all know when I see stuff like that, it distracts me from watching the show because I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, she picked up a little mice, she carrying him, and then she like, "I should probably get some hand sanitizer before I have rabies or something." Yeah, bitch, you think? What are you doing? That was so disgusting to me. But yeah, so that's the type of girl. And she talked about how she once nurtured a family of raccoons that fell out of a tree. Girl, I can't. She is cuckoo, cuckoo. So Bradley needs to run. Okay. But we'll see what happens with them. Toria said, "What happened with her being back on with her being locked up? She should be out now, right? Is her and Keith still together?" Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Toria? Toria said, "I don't want to see her. She's dumb and he is the smart one." Exactly. He is telling her exactly what it is, and she's being delusional and toxic. Yeah, he's telling her, "Don't get my name tattooed. I don't want to get married right away." He's being very honest up front with her, and she just like Kevin was saying over here on Facebook, like they think they can change him. They sure do. So she thinks that she's going to convince him to tattoo her face on him and get married and have a baby with her. Okay, girl. But yeah, those were the couples that we met. Sorry, so I was asking about the tax lady. Yeah, I wanted to ask that too, Toria, about why can't I think of her name? Because you know what I saw? I saw they left for vacation yesterday because they were supposed to be on this season too. I agree with you. I'm not sure what happened to her, but I was gonna reach out to her and ask because they were filming. She talked about her kids got their first checks from being on the show. She was asking for makeup artists to come through and do her makeup while they were filming. And she's supposed to be on this season, but I don't see them on the cast photo or anything. It's Letitia, right? Yeah, Letitia Collier, or Harder Boss if you're looking for her on Instagram. She was from a previous season. I had interviewed her. She was waiting for Keith to get out, and they were supposed to. She told me on this show that she would be on this new season because Keith didn't get out when they were expected to, so they didn't make the cut for the last Love After Lockup. So they were supposed to be on here. But what I saw is that they all went on vacation. She posted it yesterday, their first family vacation. And it would seem like it was her kids along with all of his children, and they went away. So I was feeling like it was a little calculated that they went away when the premiere and kind of didn't mention what was happening there. But thank you for reminding me, because I was definitely going to reach out to her to figure out, well, what happened? Why I don't see her on the show? Or is she going to be on another season? But she did say the season in 2025. So I was expecting to see them, and I didn't see them listed. So I will definitely reach out and try to get more information on that. I definitely got you on that, Toria. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the couples that we met last night on Love After Lockup. We do have 2 more couples to meet. The season is just kicking off. Like I said, I'm seated for the foolishness and the debauchery. I cannot wait to see what happens with the throuple, Kiana, JK and his ex-girlfriend. Is Mike gonna come home and do right? Not, but we'll see. Savannah and Bradley, not really interested in, but Brooklyn and this guy up here, I want to see what's going on with them. And Will looks like our standard, nerdy cornball that fell in love with a bad girl. Y'all know we get one of them every season. So he looked like he gonna be through the ringer. Her name is Courtney. I think that's how you say it. Will and Courtney. We didn't meet them yet. And then we didn't meet Brooklyn and Brian yet. So Brooklyn is 27, one child. She's from Ohio. Why are all these people usually from Ohio? A lot of these couples are from Ohio. I'm just saying, what's going on out there in Ohio? She's a gymnastics and cheer coach. Brian is 27. He has one child from Ohio. His crime is aggravated robbery and firearms in a motor vehicle. Wow. It says their story, Brooklyn's high school crush on Brian will finally be tested in the real world. However, Brooklyn's family isn't thrilled about her relationship with Brian, believing it's all just jail talk. Duh. Brooklyn's mom passing left her with a trust fund. Could Brian be using Brooklyn for her money? Oh, Lord. Yep, I'm seated. So, yeah, Brooklyn has a trust fund, and she seems it's giving Melissa and Louis vibes, where she had a crush on him in high school, and now she's kind of hooked on what could have been or what he was in high school, and he might be just after her trust fund. Child, listen, seated. Now, what can I tell you about Will and Courtney? Will is 33, no children, is from California. He's an IT specialist app developer. Go figure. And Courtney, she's 24. Woo. Bit younger, almost 10 years younger. No children. She's from Oregon. Her crimes are stolen vehicles, reckless endangerment, and identity theft. Okay, Courtney. Says their story. Will, an IT specialist, found Courtney on a prison pen pal site. Despite never meeting in person, the two quickly formed a connection. Their backgrounds couldn't be more different. Will was a self-proclaimed nerd in high school, while Courtney was the cheerleading star. And there you have it. Interested in both. Interested in both stories. So those are the 2 couples we haven't met yet. More to come from this season. Again, this was just episode 1 of the new season. I am seated for the foolishness. And we are back, guys. Every Saturday. I was a little late today, just because of scheduling. I'm a Pilates princess, so I had to do my Pilates and stuff this morning. So just a little late starting. But make sure you set your alerts, guys. I will be back. I have something fun coming for you guys. I will be recording with someone tomorrow, so I cannot wait for you guys to find out more about that. Then I will be back on Monday to recap Sunday's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta and reunion part 1 of Married to Medicine. So I will be recapping that on Monday. And y'all know the schedule. It's in my bio. Monday is RHOA and Married to Medicine. Tuesday is Love and Hip Hop Miami. Wednesday is Love and Hip Hop ATL. Thursday is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And now Saturdays are back with Love After Lockup. I'm so happy to be back with y'all on Saturdays, y'all. So yeah, set your alerts. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's coming across the screen, Reality Recap 2876. So you don't miss a thing. Even if you miss the live recording of my recaps, they are all loaded on my YouTube channel. So please, y'all like this video, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Reality Recap 2876. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Like I always say before I end my shows, reality TV stars and humans too. Let's not forget that. It is your girl V with Reality Recap. I'll see y'all on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe, y'all. Peace.